Welcome to the NCAA Division II Volleyball Quarterfinal Press Conference. Today we are joined by 7th-seeded Gannon University after a 3-1 loss to 2nd-seeded Concordia-St. Paul. The Golden Knights finished their season with a 27-8 record. We are joined by head coach Matt Darling and student athletes Bengisu Arslan and Kasey Smith. We will begin with an opening statement from Coach Darling and then open it up for questions. Coach.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody here for putting on a great tournament. Regarding the match, I don't have a lot to say other than Concordia was terrific. They controlled everything basically from start to finish, and so congratulations to them on moving on. I think it's very well deserved. On our side, it was just it was hard for us to get going. We struggled kind of in every area. We didn't pass well enough to use the middles that we probably needed to do in order to be a little bit more efficient on offense. Had some courageous efforts by some kids. We played hard. I was really the highlight of the night for us, obviously, was coming back and showing some real courage and some fight in the second set, and actually winning that set. I think that's something that we'll maybe be able to build on. I'm not really finding a silver lining kind of coach. We lost. We're not moving on. We're done. Concordia is moving on. They won. So that's the name of the game. If I zoom out from the match itself to the season, I have a lot more better things to say, but maybe there'll be a question about that later.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up for questions.
Coach, first set, obviously 10 points. Not the expectation we wanted, but then you guys stormed back to win the second set. Talk to me about what was said in that huddle that kind of rallied you guys to win the set.
Well, it had a lot to do with just, this is a moment that will define us. Are we the kind of team that gets stomped when we're down, or do we try to fight our way back up from that? And so I was very, very happy with that response, honestly. I thought it was a real feather in a cap of the season that we came back. But it was, again, like so many other things, very much team, I think, led. I think that I said a couple things, and then I think they got in there and had a conversation about it, and much better performance, obviously, in the second set.
Sioux, you've been a part of the Gannon volleyball program for 4 years now. I just got word that you are now ranked second in career assists at Gannon, and also you were 5 away from having the season assist record. Talk to me about what it's been like playing in a Golden Knight jersey.
It's always been a pleasure, I would say. Since I got here, everybody was so welcoming, and I didn't do that many assists just by myself. Like, my teammates helped me a lot. I think especially this year we were blending a lot, and I'm gonna miss every single person on the team.
Kasey, this is obviously your first year with Gannon, and we talked about your experience yesterday. Now to cap off your volleyball career, talk to me about what it's meant for you to play here.
Being here has just been a blessing. That's honestly the only word I can think of for it. The girls are all my best friends. They healed a part of my heart they didn't even know they were doing. Like, I love being in the gym with them, even when you make us do ball setter, ball hitter. It sucks, but it's so fun because the girls they make it what it is.
Bengisu, you came to Erie, Pennsylvania from Turkey a handful of years ago, to a city that you probably didn't know a lot about, to a team, coaches that you didn't know a lot about. Can you talk about what being a Gannon Golden Knight means to you?
That's a tough question because it means a lot to me. I would say being away from home is hard, obviously, but I found my new home here. Everybody was super friendly, and everybody tried to help me out with everything. I would say, like, being a Golden Knight is like having a family, even like you're across from the world.
Coach, you've got 2 seniors up here. What have they meant to you this season and to this program?
Yeah, they've meant a lot. I think, Bengisu's situation, because she's been here for 4 years, is just a little bit different. And I think 2 of these trips to the Elite Eight are basically because of her, honestly. I think her freshman year and this season, she took, we have some talent, but we're kind of a ragtag group. And she found a way to help those teams be successful. It's a remarkable achievement. not just this year, but over the course of her career. It's been brilliant. But in Kasey, I think, it was great. She was telling us stories about coming to camp. She went from camper to elite player. If she would have had enough matches under her belt, she would have been all-conference player and maybe even an all-region player this year. I mean, she was terrific. But this stretch run, the playoff run, to see how much she put out on the court during these playoff games, because they meant something more to her. I mean, this is her one and only chance, and I think she inspired all of us, including the coaches, to be as good as we could possibly be in these moments. And I wish we could have gotten her one more match, but yeah, very thankful to both of them.
You alluded to zooming out on the whole season earlier.
Yeah.
When you look back on it overall, what would you say are some of the big moments, or what you'll remember about this group?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'll remember is just how much I enjoyed it. I mean, it was just part of that maybe comes from a little bit lower expectations than normal, but just, there's so many big personalities on this team, and there's the people that love to butt heads with me, and I pretend like maybe I don't like that very much, but I actually really do like that. To see the freshmen grow like they did. The first two sets, Abby Williams was just absolutely terrific tonight. And because of the way that the season as a whole ended up exceeding the expectations that we had going in, it's going to be, I think, one of the more enjoyable years that I've had as a coach. Going to be, kind of an old guy, but it's nice when you can still enjoy it like I did this year.
Kasey and Bengisu, what will you take back with you and remember most about your time here in Sioux Falls?
That's a hard question. You want to go first?
No, I was hoping you go first. And probably just how grateful I feel to be here. There's only 8 teams that get to come here, and it's very, very special. It's just something all around, taking it all in.
I would say the journey overall, because coming to Elite 8 is not easy and not every team can do, and environment is amazing here. The gym itself is amazing. Yesterday's banquet was amazing. All those little memories are great for me, and I think I will remember those forever.
Last question for me. Kasey, in your speech last night in the banquet, this is for both of you. You talked about the little girl that played volleyball. What would she say now to you and little Sioux? What would little Sioux and little Kasey say as they look into the future and see that you guys made it to the regionals?
Yeah, I would say little Sioux would be very surprised, because I don't think she would be expecting to play overseas, somewhere super far. But I think she would be proud, because we achieved so many things. I achieved with my team so many things, 2 conference championship, 3 trips to Elite 8. Those are not every team can do, and it's just amazing.
I think little Kasey would just be floored that we're here, that we're wearing a Gannon jersey. It's like I mentioned, I went to the camps all the time growing up, so I think if I could go back and tell myself, hey, you're going to be a Gannon player someday, I'd just be floored. It would be great.
Thank you, and congratulations on a tremendous season.
Thank you.
Thank you.